Thailand has become the first country in Asia to legalize the growing and selling of cannabis, a move that its government hopes will kick off a $2 billion industry. Well, this might be the ambition, but there are also other factors that led to such a liberating move. We will start with cannabis plant history and what is driving Thailand to take such a move. So, without further ado, let's get started. Let's start out with some history on cannabis. The cannabis plant has fascinated many civilizations and societies through the centuries with its unique properties, and many have learned how to benefit from these, finding a variety of therapeutic and industrial uses of the plant that, in turn, enhance domestic economies worldwide. In Thailand, cannabis plants and their derivatives have been used since ancient times as treatment for many diseases, and the plant forms a key ingredient in many Thai traditional medicinal remedies. What's driving Thailand towards liberalization? Thailand's cannabis liberalization began in 2018 with the legalization of medical marijuana. The latest step to allow more people to grow cannabis was spearheaded by a tycoon-turned-politician, Anutin Chanvirakul, who believes that controlled legalization of marijuana can boost agriculture and tourism. The Deputy Prime Minister, who heads the Health Ministry, campaigned on a promise to legalize household marijuana and hemp cultivation to allow farmers to supplement their incomes. What can and can't you do after decriminalization? It will no longer be a crime to use parts of the marijuana and hemp plants, which belong to the cannabis plant family. Companies and individual farmers will be allowed to cultivate the plant in farms and gardens. Clinics across the nation can offer medical marijuana to treat various illnesses, and restaurants can serve cannabis-infused dishes and drinks with less than 0.2% THC. However, extracts containing more than 0.2% THC are still against the law. Recreational use is still banned. Anyone found smoking marijuana for recreation will be subject to lengthy jail terms and fines. What are Thailand's advantages? For centuries, Thais used cannabis in traditional medicine to relieve pain and fatigue. The country can claim some natural advantages, including a year-round tropical climate, which means less need for artificial light and costly temperature controls. Thailand was known as a cultivator of cannabis and producer of marijuana in the 1970s and 1980s, before the government cracks down in cooperation with the US war on drugs. Thailand's health ministry plans to distribute 1 million plants free of cost to households. How are companies responding to the opportunity? Restaurants serving cannabis-laced dishes and clinics offering medical marijuana treatments are all expecting more business, particularly from foreign visitors once the pandemic ends and global tourism resumes. The benefits of commercial cultivation. Thailand was the first in Southeast Asia to sanction medical use of marijuana in 2018, even though it has a harsh reputation for having a zero-tolerance policy on drugs. However, the Public Health Minister Anutin Chanvirakul announced a mass handout on his Facebook page, while outlining the benefits of commercial cultivation, signing a measure officially dropping cannabis from a list of controlled drugs. One aim is to attract foreign tourists, who have recently begun returning in large numbers to a well-regulated medical and wellness industry. The plants will have to be of medical grade and used only for medicinal purposes. The Bangkok Post newspaper reported that the Food and Drug Administration has now already received about 4,700 applications by late last month for licenses to import, possess, grow and produce cannabis and hemp. So far, the rules have stated that people may possess and use all parts of cannabis plants, including flowers and seeds. However, extracted content will remain illegal if it contains more than 0.2% of the psychoactive ingredient that produces a high, known as tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC. Weed windfall or marijuana monopoly. Predicted economic benefits are at the heart of Thailand's marijuana reforms, projected to boost everything from national income to small farmers' livelihoods. But there is a concern over whether the benefits will be distributed equitably. One fear is that large corporations could unfairly benefit from proposed regulations involving complicated licensing processes and expensive fees for commercial use that would handicap small producers. Lastly, another reason why this move can be very impactful is because it seems a very friendly law to the drug curtailment. It has benefited more than 4,100 criminals flung behind bars for cannabis-related offences. Now, with this move, these prisoners will all be allowed to walk free soon with their records erased because cannabis is no longer illegal under Thai law. So, our final thoughts. Thailand's cannabis market is an exciting new frontier. This is the first Asian medical cannabis market to open, and it provides easy access to medical cannabis for a wide array of conditions. It is definitely worth investigating further because these relationships will take time to build. That wraps up the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell button to stay notified on more videos about our amazing world.